Derek, we dug in for a hard-fought point. What did you make of that this afternoon?
You know, I think there's two parts here. I think the performance was terrific. I thought the way we even started the game really imposed our shape on them. The players asked, we've been working all week. I think you can see there's been a proper structure there to our training week, and you know, Jack and Corey were terrific, used to the ball. We brought St Mirren onto us, we played in the wider areas, we overran them through the middle, we carried a threat. We just bemoaning the fact that we don't make more of those early passages of play, but as an away team coming here, I thought we properly imposed ourselves on the game. That said, the first time they put the ball in the box, it's a goal. As the ball comes out to their left wing back, Danny's dealing with, and Jack, in fairness to him, is maybe a bit too far detached from Joe, but I still think we shouldn't be allowing that first touch at the near post. Strikers on the move, we're on our heels, and as I say, it's the first time the ball's in our box, and we've got to come from behind and get ourselves going again. The response was terrific, and I thought the first half we were really good. I need to say that. I thought we passed the ball well. I thought Polworth and Watson were strong through the middle. There was so much to like about the performance. The penalty, it's, you know, I've not seen that again, and Manners isn't able to show me a clear, but I've got to trust that the referee has seen an angle that they think Joe's handled it. So again, another blow really for, again, the ball's hardly in our box, and then out of two occasions in the first half, you know, they've got a penalty kick and they've scored a goal. So again, the response had to be there, and I thought we were great. You know, towards the end of the first half, lots of pressure, but then that's performance-wise. Then there's a discipline side of it, and Joe, if he's guilty, if I've not seen it again, but what I think I saw, I think he's gave Sean Rooney a dig, so to speak. I don't think it's a strong, but still shouldn't be done. And I think Joe has absolutely killed us on that side. We've got 1 point because we were so good enough, but it should be 3 points today with that level of performance. And I'm so disappointed with that aspect of it. I've never had teams with a discipline problem. We spoke about it all week, getting back to doing the right thing and doing all the fundamentals right and keeping the discipline, and we lost our discipline in that moment, and it's cost us 2 points, because we would have won that game. Because at half time I've got a decision to make. Normally you lose a defender, you have to replace him with a defender, but we decided just to commit to the same personnel. I think we get a reward for that. Keeping two strikers on the pitch clearly helps us, keeping two wingers on the pitch. And I think the biggest part, Corey, Jack and Stu, I mean, Corey and Jack have to become full-backs and centre-backs. Danny and Matty have to be wing-backs and wingers. Polworth and Watson have to do the job of three men in there, and Marley and Vass have to be feeding off scraps, but getting us up the pitch, and get us up the pitch they did. And you know, that's why I love managing these boys. They were determined. We were all determined at half time for the narrative not to be about Joe Wright getting sent off. It was about the positives of Kilmarnock's play. We owned the second half right from the start. We dominated possession. We took the game to 2 of them with 10 men, and for that I'm extremely proud.
There was a few flashpoints, obviously, with VAR, you know, against us, but there was also a couple that maybe could have intervened. What did you make of those?
Yeah, I think the Mandron one, I don't want to see Mandron sent off for that, but if you take yourself back to the St Johnstone game early in the season, I think we've got 2 tackles from Joe Wright, both deemed 2 yellow card offences, no grace given. I think it was about 16 minutes to get sent off a similar time, certainly the day. So I don't want to see that boy sent off today. I don't. But if there's a consistency, it's 2 yellow cards, as it was for Joe Wright at St Johnstone. I think the fact that Stevie took him off was maybe indicative, maybe what they thought of it, and get him off was maybe the wise decision. But I need to stress, I don't want to see him sent off for that. But if you put it in context to our game, then it does seem a bit unfair. And for me, the one, having seen it back again, when Sean Rooney kicks Kilvassell on the ground, it's, for me, the Kyle's between the ball and Sean Rooney has no thought, he has no restraint to try to get the ball. He is full pelt volley into Vass's hip. How the referee doesn't even speak to him, never mind deal with him, is beyond me. And I don't like speaking about other teams' players, but I thought that was an outrageous decision how that wasn't punished and it wasn't dealt with. So we spoke about all that at half time, and I thought we were, as I say, terrific. Don't want the stuff to come out for the day's game moaning about referees' decisions. I think referees, especially after the review, are under a bit of pressure, clearly under a bit more scrutiny, and Wally clearly wants to be far more open and transparent, which is great. But I actually think that was a tough afternoon for the referee today, and I think we feel as if we were on the wrong end of a few things the other day.
Another chance to reset, another break next week. Is that just a case of?
I know, I would rather not have that, to be honest. I feel as though that's us and we're grooving it. We've had red cards already this season, and the difference between the day and those games is we've come off the back of a European game on a Thursday night, and eventually it's the fitness it's took its toll on us. We didn't have the energy. We had the energy today, with fitness. We looked strong today. We looked some high level of performance, and I just feel as though we're getting into our groove now, and I'd like to continue that with a game next week, but we don't have, and we need to get really knuckled down in training again. And we look forward to Dundee United at home. I think it's important we got something today, and I was praying that we get a wee break with the one at the end, and it is a foul because I think it's dangerous play, the kick on Davies' head. But we've more than earned that, and it was a good point for us. I think it's disappointing that we've picked up another red card, and that's something we need to improve on.
Is there any update on Mayo and Ndaba's fitness at the moment?
Ndaba, he's fine. He played today.
I know, just he came off.
That's just cramp. I think it's testament to Corey that he's not had a lot of pre-season, but the way he's been able to attack the last two games, his training's been of a real good level, and I think he's a big personality for us. I think he's going to get better and better, and that's why we were so keen to get him. Mayo, he'd been playing with a foot injury throughout the European games, and it's just really on the back of last week. We got him scanned, and there's a wee issue there, but we think he'll be okay for Dundee United. And it'll be good to call upon his services if need be. And I think we look forward to that game when it comes round. We'll get some more important training days. We'll get Brad Lyons back, hopefully Liam Donnelly back as well. But the players for today deserve a lot of credit for how they just dealt with that game today from start to finish.